Alrighty, we are moving along with this top cut fairly quickly. Anthony joining you once again. I am watching the die roll occur right now. And we have gotten the call, and we are actually on a top 4 match right now. Naga versus Steven. Possibly later today we'll have the first of the other 2 top 8 matches, but for now, we have a top 4 match. FortMax versus 5 Wide should be interesting with Motormaster floating around on the field. And with that, you are clear to start. And I will say this, Naga is going first, so I would not be surprised if he just decides to nuke Motormaster here. But there are enough blue icons in Steven's deck where maybe that doesn't happen. Anyways, opening moves for Naga. If you haven't seen FortMax at this point, you're clearly new to the game. Come on over to the TFTCG Discord. We'll help you out. He gets the trigger, which does 2 damage to Motormaster. And going in for 11. Blocking 3 takes 8. And that is a dead Motormaster no matter how you slice it. Didn't even need the trigger for that. And Steven is just a little quiet on my end. There we go. Okay, now, audio adjustments. Gotta love it. Anyways, moving over to Steven's turn. He is now down his most valuable asset in this matchup. Should be interesting. So, you have a wheel turn here. We'll establish that fact. Flip RC, show me the grenade launcher. He hasn't instantly slammed down a grenade launcher. Something is horribly wrong, I fear. Oh, leap into battle. That's the next best thing. And then just start swinging. Attack order is probably RC, Brawn, Flame War, Night Racer. Well, Flame War and Night Racer can go in whatever order you want, but you go RC, Brawn. So 5 Pierce 5. Technically 5 Pierce 6, but we're going to ignore that. RC for 1. RC takes 1 because of FortMax. Taking the Pierce 5. And then it looks like Steven picked something up, but I wasn't sure what it was. I wasn't paying attention at the moment. And Naga's picking up a Paralyzo box. I believe it was a processor he flipped, but I could be wrong. Brought in next for 5 Pierce 5? Oh, it's 4 Pierce 4. Damn. You would have hoped to get an extra orange, but whatever. Doesn't get the trigger. High Mirage takes the Pierce 4, so that's pretty decent. And now, do you take the lose the initiative? A Polymatter for, I believe that was an espionage, but definitely wasn't a fight for position, which was what I thought it was originally. Flame War in next, going in for 4, 5, Pierce 1, 5, blocking 3, taking 2, does not trigger. There is a Bashing Shield available there for Steven. And now, can Night Racer hit Pierce 4? If he does, that swings this game in his favor massively. It doesn't look like he's going to get it, but he's still going in for 4. Not too bad. Except when Naga goes and flips that. Does not trigger, though. Although, I have a feeling RC's about to get punted. Putting FortMax on 11 in this opening volley, as somebody who's played a lot of Devastator versus FortMax, it's decent, but it's not where you want to be. You want FortMax dead in that opening volley at all costs. And Steven got pretty close, but just not having enough Pierce to break through is going to hurt him in the long run. And if you're Naga here, it's the question of who do you attack, and the obvious answer is RC. She is absolutely going to slaughter Cerebros if she's allowed to stay alive for that stage, so you absolutely need to get her off the board right now. Unflinching Courage on FortMax, and yep, sending FortMax into RC. I've played against FortMax enough where I can at least somewhat commentate on their tendencies. Oh my, I was about to say, if he missed that trigger. So everybody takes 2, RC's at 3. And the attack is currently for 9. Blocking 1, 2, 3. Oh. The 1 damage from the FortMax alt mode trigger causes our C to go down. The 1 trigger that went off for Naga there actually mattered significantly. And if you're Steven, things are not looking ideal right now. You still have Braun on the field, so you could still reasonably get to Cerebros here. But then Cerebros probably punts Braun, and what are you doing with Night Racer and Flame War if you don't draw your Laser Cutlasses? Frankly, I don't know. Flip Flame War, you gotta take the extra defense here. You're not gonna be taking direct damage at this point, so just use that or that makes no sense. Processor on Night Racer, okay, so he was holding on to 1. Although I do forget, he always plays 2 processors, which is weird, but hey, it works for him, and he's won 2 encounters, so what am I gonna say? Bigger they are, and sending Flame War in? Oh, I see what he's doing. He's trying to keep Braun alive to help get through Cerebros. Oh, that's a head-up play. That's a heads-up play. Flame War will take 1 from Cerebros' trigger. On the Pierce 4, FortMax will fall. Out comes Cerebros. And having Braun here is huge. That bigger they are definitely helps Steven get back into this. Dropping a Ghost Shield for an Espionage on Naga's side of the field. So now Cerebros is going to have to go into Flame War. She's probably going to get punted if I had to take a wild guess, but now you have Braun available to null a lot of his options in terms of armors from the scrap. Is it going to null Energy Pack? Maybe not, but it invalidates Medic's Protective, kind of. It invalidates Force Field. It invalidates Ghost Shield. A lot of his armors, aside from increased durability, are now void in terms of pulling him on. And Energy Pack and increased durability are probably your best options at that point. Espionage calling green, and he gets a hold the line. There's also... Oh, are you kidding me? There's another the bigger they are in there? Oh, Night Racer might be able to go in next turn, and then he's going to be able to save Braun for the kill shot, and then use... Oh, wait, he wouldn't be able to use him as a guaranteed kill shot on Flintlock. But still, having that bigger they are opens up a lot of options for him at this point. The fact that he had 2 of them is just gonna... That's gonna single-handedly get him back into this game, and we've already seen that with him being able to get FortMax without opening up Braun to a counterpunch. Paralyzo onto Cerebros. Cerebros into Flame War. And the call is... Oh, he doesn't know. Yeah, he's like, why am I doing this against you? Yeah, I mentioned this during the stream yesterday, but Paralyzo Box versus Clown Vomit decks tend not to end well. He calls blue, it's green. At least I think he called blue. I didn't hear it exactly because I was trying to commentate. Either way, he doesn't get the trigger. He does get the Cerebros trigger, though. Okay, so... What is Naga going to pull in here? He has the option for a Master Sword if there's one in the scrap, which I'm pretty sure there is one. Alternatively, because he knows if the bigger they are in hand, he could take the Medic's Protective preemptively to null that a little bit, especially if he top decks a Laser Cutlass or something. Although, it's not going to matter too much, because he's going to get an attack with both Braun and Night Racer, I just realized. Paying attention to the board state, folks, it helps you to commentate. So, knowing that there's a wheel turn coming up, you're going to get smacked for Pierce 8. So, taking the Medic's Protective puts you alive on 1. Taking the Ghost Shield or the Force Field does nothing. If you have an increased durability or an energy pack, you take one of those right now. Alternatively, if you are insistent on killing Flame War, and you have enough cards left in the deck, you might consider taking a Master Sword here. You're swinging for 11 Pierce 2. You're likely getting the kill on Flame War. And then you can take the Medic's Protective on the next swing from Steven, and then take an energy pack. And yeah, okay, Naga is commenting on the bigger they are in hand. Yeah, honestly, I think you take the Master Sword, try to delete Flame War, and then on the next 2 attacks go Medic's Protective Energy Pack, and then try to tank out those hits. You're taking 7 damage off of that, at minimum, but you're at least surviving with a decent amount of health remaining, plus then you have the option to cycle Medic's Protective Fields via Cerebros and Reprocess. I genuinely, assuming he has the Master Sword in the scrap, I would ask if he had one, but that would be audience interference, and I am not allowed to do that. Okay, let's see if he has the Master Sword. He does have the Master Sword, okay. So, again, you take that, you smack Flame War, you likely... What? Why? You have 2 triggers next turn to get it. You take the Master Sword and... Oh my god, did he just seriously flip through? Oh, so, takes 4 off an attack for 7. You would have had the kill if you had grabbed the Master Sword. That was guaranteed. Naga, what are you doing, man? You had a guaranteed kill with Flame War there, and even if you didn't, you still had 2 triggers to pull a Medic's Protective and an Energy Pack. I'm 90% sure, just by looking at that he has the remaining 2 cards in deck. What are you doing? Take the KO while you can, otherwise you're going to be on the back foot at this point. And now... Steven has 2 4-Pierce 4 swingers about to... That sounded weird. 2 4-Pierce 4 attackers about to come in. Cerebros is about to die here. And he's going to have a 3rd attacker on the next untap because you didn't kill Flame War. Oh, and he's got Bold 1 as well. He might even be dead here with a Cayman. Actually, no, wait. He's playing the bigger they are, probably. He does draw for Processor as well. I should mention that. Rant over. Just kidding. Naga. Stop it with the copium. Stop it. Grenade launcher bigger they are on Braun. Oh. Naga! I think you just played yourself out of this game, dude. I am 100% sure him not pulling the Master Sword may have just lost him the game. Unless there is something I am missing here. I am 90% sure that Cerebros only has 1 weapon slot. So... yeah, he has the Master Sword. Okay, he has an increased durability. Okay, now that I know that that's in there... he has the increased durability. That might change things slightly, because then... he's got 16 health. That makes the numbers a bit more reasonable, but still... why would you not take the free kill there and then use the 2 follow-up attacks to beef up the character? I just do not understand why you wouldn't take the offensive boost while you could, and then take the remaining 2 health boosting things on the subsequent attacks. So Night Racer going in for 7. 1, 2... oh, does he not have enough cards left in deck? Wait a minute. He gets the trigger. He blocks for 6. He'll take 1. So what is he taking here? Taking the force field. Okay. Taking the 1. And does he want that backup beam? Yeah, he'll take the backup beam after dropping the force field. There is also a reprocess there. Okay, he will take it. And now, Braun. Base 2. Going in for... so that's 5, 6... 6-Pierce 6? He's taking 4. And he reshuffles. Okay. So he takes the 4. I still think that taking the Master Sword there was the correct call. Or would have been the correct call. Because you would not be dead with the energy pack. Although, you would lose the energy pack here. So maybe maybe the Master Sword wasn't the right call. I don't know. I'm not a FortMax player. I'm a Filthy Devastator player. No white icon, so he wouldn't have gotten the trigger anyways, actually. Ew. So now we have an untap. And now what do you do here if you're Naga? You have Flame War there, that's an easy kill. But Brawn and Night Racer are definitely the bigger threats at the moment. Brawn because, well, Brawn. And Night Racer because of her upside and also the processor. Huh. I'm honestly not sure what you do if you're Naga here. Naga's thinking about a decision that he's saying he might regret. Oh, but he got the Master Sword at the end of the day anyways. And I don't know what's in his hand, so I really can't commentate on what actions would be good here. Reprocessing the pocket to get rid of the damage on Night Racer. So that's what he was alluding to, potentially giving him 2 health back, which he ended up doing. Cerebros into Flame War, it sounds like. Will not trigger. And going in for 10 Pierce 2. So 10 Pierce 2, currently blocking 2, unless this is going into Night, or currently blocking 3 unless it's going into Flame War, then it's blocking 2. Naga is regretting some decisions, apparently. He just said, this is my fault now, and I don't know what that is supposed to imply. Blocking 3. 10 blocking 3. Oh, he went into Brawn and got him! Oh, wait a minute! Oh, that is significant! I thought he wanted... That is huge for Naga. But Night Racer is still a pretty decent option in terms of attacking at this point in the game. Now, if Steven has a laser cutlass, that would help. Oh, a grenade launcher. Leap into... Oh. Going in for 11. Yeah, I don't think a whole lot is going to save Naga here. For 12. 12. Blocking 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7. 8. 12. Blocking 8. Take 4. Up to 9. Still alive on the energy pack. Does not get the trigger, though. Okay. Can Flame War get the kill here? You need to get Pierce 3, but I don't know how many black icons Steven is running. Okay, so going in for 4. Oh, just going in for 4 flat. Yeah, this ain't doing anything. Hi, Mirage. Gets the trigger. So he'll block 4. So, what do you take here if you're Naga? There's nothing good according to him. Force Field does nothing. Medics does nothing. If he has increased durability, that's decent. And if he just takes the Medics, he's blocking it. So he'll be down to alive on the energy pack. But then you don't get anything else out of it. I'm honestly not sure what you do here if you're Naga. Naga is not happy right now. If he had an increased durability, that would be the call here, but he doesn't, so, yeah. So, he'll heal one off medics and block the damage. And now we untap. There's a full health Night Racer over there, so a one-shot threshold of 12. If he has a weapon to replace the Master Sword, that would be ideal. I know he has a backup beam, I think. So who do you go into here? Flame War is a guaranteed kill, but Night Racer is going to be more of a problem. Goes into Flame War. Okay, so now he's betting on his defense. Base 2, 1 white icon. Not triggering. For 13, yeah, that's a dead Flame War. White icon. Ooh, espionage, that's decent. So that's a dead Flame War. And now, is Steven going to get a Laser Cutlass? Whatever he drew, he's thinking hard about it. So Cerebros could pull in an E-Barricade. He really needs a Laser Cutlass here. I think that's what wins him this game. Involuntary promotion? Excuse me? That is an insane top deck. Holy. You need to get 3 orange icons here. There's the white. No! Doesn't get a single one. What? What? Hits the trigger, but I don't think that's going to matter since Cerebros is about to absolutely destroy RC. There's the increased durability. I think that's essentially checkmate for Naga. Oh, doesn't flip a single or draws one of that or Laser Cutlass would have gotten him. Laser Cutlass would have been a guarantee. Involuntary promotion is very risky. And it obviously, as you saw, the risk did not pay off there. Oh, there's the Laser Cutlass. Blocking 2. 10 blocking 2. It's live on 1. Naga needs to flip a single orange. How hard could that be? We've got the cut. This is going to determine how this game ends. Is he going to get the orange? No. Bold 1. Oh my god, he missed it! Oh, no way, he had bold 2 from the fight for position. I forgot about that. I forgot about the fight for position, and Naga takes game 1. What the heck was that ending? Alrighty, and now I gotta be a ref. Steven, you going first or second? Okay, and are you going to assign any characters since Naga jumped the gun and declared? Alrighty, then you are clear to side battle cards. No character swaps. Steven is going first. What was that ending? Oh my god. I forgot about the fight for position and just lost my mind thinking that this was an alive on 1 situation with RC and he might have been able to tank out some hits from Flintlock. But, no, fight for position. It's a good card, folks. It is a very good card. And in the meanwhile, while they are going about their sideboarding and Naga is texting somebody, does he have the same phone case as I do? I'll have to ask him later. Anyways, let's talk about Open Play Night. As many of you know, I've mentioned this throughout the entire event. We do Open Play Nights every Saturday over on the TFTCG Discord. And while some weeks have a theme, like last night's was Regrets the New Old School, which I ended up bringing Sky Shadow, the exact Sky Shadow deck I brought to New Old School, because I regret bringing it. Well, that was the theme for last week. This upcoming week, Saturday the 15th, it's just casual play. Just bring whatever jank you want to and flip some cards. It's going to be a good time. And if you play at least 2 games, you get some Shadix for the new and improved Shadix store that is going to be coming next weekend. If you want to join in on all the Open Play Night action this upcoming Saturday and every Saturday, head over to discord.gg/transformerstcg. And if you want to find out information about upcoming Open Play Nights, you can find that on the Discord or over at transformers.cards. Again, for joining the Open Play Nights, discord.gg/transformerstcg. And information about upcoming Open Play Nights can be found there, in addition to finding it on transformers.cards. It's a good time. It's a good time, folks. It is a very good time. And I'm probably going to have to go back and edit this because of the fact that Naga showed his text on camera a little bit. So I am going to have to go back and blur that out because I actually give a crap about people's privacy. It looks like we are waiting for Naga to finish sideboarding? I can't quite tell. As I accidentally... Forgive me there, folks. I accidentally unplugged my mic for about 5 seconds. Whoops. Okay, I really don't know what else to talk about here. Aside from, again, Shadix store on Transformers.cards, the integration for that is launching next weekend. So that should be fun. I know I'll be taking advantage of it right off the bat. Because I need to get myself a set of Wave 8. Because I need those cards for Toronto. Okay, he's getting messages from his job at the same time. I'm going to be snarky now. Well, I mean, we both know which one is more important, right? You try to get rid of... I mean, you could have interpreted that joke either way, so technically I'm not wrong. Naga was revealing some details about what he does, so I am not going to repeat it, but there were 2 different ways you could have interpreted what I said, and that is either Transformers is more important, or his actual job is more important, and based on the context, it is the latter. I will not explain what it is, though, because, again, I value people's privacy. Anyways, he is really what does he have in his sideboard that is making him think this much about it? I'm trying to think, what else do I have to talk about here that might be relevant? I'm honestly not too sure. Well, we can talk about the fact that both the Lion and the Cerberus for Heresy go up for pre-order next week. And I have plans to get both of them. My wallet is not happy right now. Kind of. It's just unhappy that it's going to be losing a lot of money at once. I have the money for it right now, so it's like, I'm not, like, digging myself into a financial hole just to get, you know, the Lion and, you know, a big tank with 3 screw-you guns. I am being financially responsible. Or at least I'm trying to be. Anyways, what else do I have to talk about? Trying to think. What else is there I could talk about? Oh, wait a minute. I'm one of the highest ranking members of the community. I could just start spouting off about what's going on behind the scenes. So, you know what? Let's slip a little bit of a alpha testing thing in here. So for those of you who don't know, Wave 9 is going to be a rebalanced version of the Arc Wave 1. That's been going along pretty good. We're getting a lot of data for that. Hopefully we can get a beta for that going in the next few months. And then Waves 10 and 11 are going ahead pretty freaking good. A lot of data being collected for those. Anyways, now that your very vague and brief alpha testing update is concluded, Steven is going first, flipping Flamemore, sending Night Racer in. Makes sense, she's kind of the meat shield of this team. So that's a blocked attack. FortMax does trigger, but Motormaster says no. Naga will draw for turn, flip FortMax, steady shot, send FortMax in. Gets the trigger. Motormaster will take 2 from the trigger. Night Racer is taking 11, pierce 3. Blocking 3, taking 8. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Anyways, moving over to Steven's turn, after FortMax flips to alt mode. Draw for turn on Steven's side of the field. If you're clicking in the background, I am currently fidgeting with Tarn. And if you haven't bought a Tarn yet, just go buy Tarn. Erratic Lightning onto RC. Ow. Oh, and that's it. Wow. And also RC flipped, in case I didn't mention that. RC goes in for 4, pierce 4. Block 4 takes pierce 4, no trigger. And even then it wouldn't have mattered because Motormaster exists. 3, pierce 3. Taking the pierce 3, no trigger because Motormaster. Line wait for hold the line. Flame War next. 4, pierce 2. Oh, hello, Mirage. Takes the pierce 2. Going up to 9. Not getting a KO on FortMax this turn. Not what you'd like to see. Motormaster in next. For 2. 2, pierce 2. Okay, going up to 11. This is the exact same situation that last game ended with. Taking the pierce 2, goes to 11. And I have a feeling that... I have a feeling I know how this game is going to play out. This is basically the exact situation we were in at this point in Game 1, except Motormaster is actually alive this time. Naga just drew something interesting. This is saving my bacon right here is what he says. What did he draw? Now I'm really curious. Did he draw, like, Master of Metallicado backup beam, and then he's just going to absolutely murder RC? And before anybody on Twitch yells at me for that, that was hyperbole. I'm sorry, did he just say I'm going to convert FortMax? I'm pretty sure that's a rules violation. Convert. Convert, he says. Convert! Excuse me? Erratic energy grenade? Oh, no. And then we pray, according to Naga. FortMax in the Motormaster. Will not trigger. Going in for 9. 9 blocking. 5 taking 4. Say the line, Bart! Drop Ghost Shield for Paralyzo. Draw for turn on Steven's side of the field. So, you're swinging out here. You have 4 health left with FortMax. Ideally, you'd like to go bigger they are on somebody that isn't Night Racer or Motormaster, and then send them into FortMax to get the kill, preserve RC for when Cerebros is out. Alternatively, you have Brawn available, but that's not guaranteed. So your biggest, so in order of most preferential, the least preferential, you have playing a bigger they are on probably Flame War, playing or just sending in Brawn straight up with maybe some sort of bold upgrade, Processor onto Flame War, that's not an option, so it's bigger they are on Flame War, sending in Brawn straight up, sending in RC straight up, and just sending in Flame War straight up. Those are kind of your, that's kind of your preference from most to least preferred in this situation in terms of getting FortMax off the board and getting Cerebros out. Sending in RC. Oh, no, that's not what you wanted. Oh, that would have been Pierce 4 with Brawn 2! And then the grenade kills Motormaster. And Steven is thinking about to lose the initiative, so Pierce 4 will kill. Actually, it's Pierce 6 at this point, but, yeah, whatever. If you'd sent Brawn in there, you would have gotten it, but I mean, you do kind of need to eliminate FortMax there, so I understand why he did it. Just, RC is now about to get blown up, barring an absolute miracle, so not ideal. Naga will set a secret. He will now... He will think about how to get RC off the board. He's counting his cards. Vegas! He's saying the unfortunate realization that he's probably not gonna get RC. Interesting. What is in his hand that's making him say that? He's got a plan. Point defense system. Interesting. We saw this tech earlier in the event. Maybe it comes in clutch here again? Sending Cerebros into RC. For 7, he's not getting the kill here. Blocking 1. Blocking 2. Nope, nope, nope. -1 defense from Erratic Lightning. Okay, I don't know why, but I had a weird feeling there for a moment that we were gonna forget the erratic lightning, and sure enough, it happened. Dropping a pocket for a bashing shield. Okay. See, I told you Steven plays 2 processors. Why? I couldn't tell you, but it's worked out for him. He's won 2 encounters. And he would have probably won a 3rd if it wasn't for me. Maybe, who knows. Anyways, moving over to Steven's turn. He's got a actually fairly healthy looking RC, relatively speaking, of course. Because 4 health RC is not where you want to be, especially with only 0 defense. Only 0 defense. Exactly 0 defense. What am I saying? Bashing Shield to get rid of the point defense system, so that forces some interesting decisions if you're Naga. Flip RC to heal 1. Makes sense. I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Flip Flame War to give Bold to everyone. Decent play. Leap into battle on Night Racer. Okay, this is going to be interesting. It all depends on what that secret Naga is holding on to is. Send Braun in. Pierce 1, Pierce 2, Pierce 3, 4 Pierce 3. 4 Pierce 3 is indeed the swing. Takes the Pierce 3, but gets the trigger. Oop, cards off the table. He has dropped cards. Yep, and there's the point defense system, so now it's 4 Pierce 1. So takes the Pierce 1. Medics is now a viable option here, potentially. So there's a hold the line and a reprocess there on Naga's side of the field. Naga does not want either of them, it sounds like. Dropping Master Sword for hold the line. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. Why is he starting to shuffle? Oh, he only has a few cards left in deck. Okay. Flame War going in for 3. The Pierce gets negated by the point defense system. There's the cut. And Naga's still got 2 more cards to flip, but it doesn't matter. He's already negating the attack. And now Night Racer going in for 6. So hold the line. Okay, that heals. And we've got a reshuffle on Steven's side of the field now. Waiting for the cut call. Okay, we had a bit of a lag issue there. 6 Pierce 2. The Pierce gets negated. Oh, hi, Mirage. Takes 2 regardless anyways. Okay. And now we have an untap. And things are looking pretty decent if you're Naga, because you only have 2 damage. I think there's an energy pack on standby. And I just realized the stream is cut out. Joy. Paralyzo onto his Cerebros. This is why we record it at the same time, folks. So there's a Paralyzo on Cerebros, and it looks like the stream is back. So for those of you who had it cut out, Cerebros is now kicking on 2 damage. A Paralyzo just got played on Cerebros. And we have an orange off of a Paralyzo, which is the incorrect call. He does get a trigger. Ooh. Probably grabs an energy pack. Attack is for 7. Naga is looking at a couple of different things, it looks like. I'm not sure what. He's speaking very generically. Okay, he's talking about no Motor Master, so he's looking at Hovercraft, but he goes with the energy pack. That definitely seems like the correct play. Just put the pressure on. 7 into 1. Yeah, that's a dead RC. Rip. Now, where's that involuntary promotion? So now Steven's in a bit of a pickle. He needs a bash. He just needs any form of upgrade removal to get rid of that point defense system. But then you gotta chew through 10 damage, which isn't exactly the easiest thing to do with his lineup. Or 10 health, I should say. And Naga is checking his phone again. No, I will not be making fun of him for that. What? I'm just not sure what you do here if you're Steven. I mean, it doesn't help that I don't know his hand. He's got 6 cards, though, so he's got some options, I think. Because, I mean, let's just look at the thing. Let's think what's in his hand. Laser Cutlass, I mean, that wouldn't do as much. Energon Axe is an option right now on Night Racer, but I'm not sure how far that goes because the Pierce is negated. Flip Flame War. Okay, there's a Laser Cutlass on Brawn. If you have any sort of action upgrade removal, that would help. Spy Master's a secret action, getting a bit of extra tough with Night Racer. And knowing Steven, knowing this deck, I should say, it's probably just a lose the initiative he has floating around specifically for this purpose. Flame War going in first. Hey, there's the involuntary promotion. Going in for 3. 1, 2, yep, blocked. He'll trigger. If he has a Master Sword, now seems like a pretty decent time to grab it. Does he not have it? I don't know. He may not have that Master Sword. And Naga is thinking about what he wants to do now that I think he was looking for Master Sword and he does not have it in his scrap, it would seem. And he'll replace the Paralyzo with an Armed Hovercraft. So that's 1 to everybody. And that's a block. That's a bit of a nit. I was about to jump in and say that those cards should not go in the scrap like Steven just did, but I don't think it matters here. 5 Pierce 5? Wait a minute, hold on. Hold up. 3. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 5 pierce 8. So he'll reduce it to 6. And he'll be taking 5 damage. So for those of you who are not familiar with this ruling, any pierce reduction effects, or I should say this first. Your attack total does not cause pierce to go beyond the value that the attack total is. So you can have 5 pierce 10. It's just per game mechanics, you're not allowed to do more than 5 damage. What this means is if you have 5 pierce 10 and something reduces pierce by 2, it doesn't reduce it to 5 pierce 3, it reduces it to 5 pierce 8, and then the pierce cap kicks in. So, yeah, that's what's going on there for those of you who don't know. So takes the Medic's Protective Field, takes the Pierce 3 after healing off of Hold the Line plus Medics, and takes a... I think he dropped a Reprocess, but I don't know what he took. And then Night Racer going in for 3. And he's gonna block. Yeah, this is not looking very good for Steven right now. Will Naga finally get past top 4? Maybe. I think this may be his moment. Then he has to face some combination of either Vangelist Champion, Brett, or Nanotech. Should be interesting. We've got cuts. And then White Icon. Yeah, he blocks this easily. Ooh, a Master Sword. I wonder what's going to happen now. Untap. So, draw for turn. So, who do you go after now? We don't... Let's be real. That secret action Steven has set is a lose the initiative. Enforcement Baton, the Laser Cutlass seems decent enough. Naga is going to send Cerebros into Night Racer. He will trigger. He probably just grabs the Master Sword here. Actually, no, I think he just grabs an armed hovercraft, honestly. Oh, Naga has messed something up, apparently. I don't know what he messed up, but he did something wrong, apparently. Honestly, I don't think you grab the Master Sword here. I think you grab the armed hovercraft. Just get some additional pressure on Flame War. Oh god, that's a horrible defense flip. Ugh. Night Racer is dead. Will he take the armed hovercraft? Oh, Naga is not having a fun time trying to decide on things. Yep, there's the armed hovercraft. So that helps. Dropping Lion Weight for a backup beam. And moving over to Steven's turn. Draw. Draw for processor. And now you hope that you are able to do something here. Ideally, bigger they are. But I'm not sure. There's also the fact that that energy pack is sitting there, and ideally you'd like to have some form of upgrade utility removal. Or utility removal on an upgrade, I should say. And bigger they are. Although he is playing Brainstorm in his deck, so he could very easily go Brainstorm bigger they are, like Vaporize or something. Although I know he's playing Ramming Speed, actually, so ideally you'd like bigger they are, Ramming Speed, Brainstorm bigger they are, Ramming Speed. Probably putting the bigger they are on Flame War. But that's the ideal situation. I'm not sure what the odds are he has it. There's an Erratic Lightning. And he has the bigger they are. Wait a minute. Flip Flame War for the bold one. Okay, this just got interesting. And he doesn't have the Pierce reduction. And now we are checking for the point defense system in the scrap. I am pretty sure it is in there. There is a force field in there. There is a medic's protective in there. There is no point defense system. Oh, that changes things dramatically. Steven might be able to pull this one out. Hold up. Steven might be able to do this. Flame War going in for 6, bold 1. 7. Backfire? Huh. That actually does quite a bit in this matchup, I think. Hey, there's the point defense system. Not gonna matter. So, Naga triggers. He's only blocking 2, though, so he's taking 5 off of this. Honestly, you probably... Okay, so taking the force field puts you at 5 health remaining. Taking the increased durability puts you at... Yeah, I think, I think you take the increased durability here, because taking the force field puts you at 5 health remaining. Braun can very easily hit that. In fact, I think he basically does hit that as long as he flips an icon with bigger they are active. But if you take the increased durability, you're up to 8. You still have 8 health remaining. Yeah, I think you take the increased durability here. Where is that increased durability? You absolutely take that. What? What are you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Erratic Lightning gets scrapped, and then he loses 3 attack. Oh. Folks, this is why I need a co-commentator. I just have not been able to coordinate times with people. So Erratic Lightning gets scrapped, going in for 4, blocking 2, taking 2. Dropping Backup Beam for Paralyzo. And Braun next. Currently going in for 5 Pierce 4. 5 Pierce 5. 5 Pierce 6. 6 Pierce... So it's 6 Pierce 6 essentially? Oh, this is gonna be a live on 1! This is gonna be a live on 1! He'll trigger. Oh, he's gonna grab another medics, isn't he? Or is he gonna grab the increased durability? Pull in force field. Okay, so he only takes 4 here. It is not an alive on 1. Going into 9. He blocked 2 out of that. Yep, it would have been an alive on 1. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, and Naga has a reprocess there. Whatever he has in hand, he's contemplating hard. He's gonna have a reshuffle here momentarily with only 4 cards left in deck. Is that gonna help him? Dropping... Oh, it was a Paralyzo, right. Dropping a Paralyzo for a reprocess. Untap Cerebros. Draw. Okay, so if you're Naga, who do you send Cerebros into? Reprocessing the Enforcement Batons to heal 2. He's at 7. If Steven has a ramming speed, this could be a problem. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. Oh, maybe it would. Send Cerebros into Braun? Yep, sending Cerebros into Braun. I was about to comment on how that is probably the correct move because Braun is the bigger threat, but Naga jumped on that before I could actually, commentate. And Naga is not happy about something right now. So... currently going in for 6, 7, Pierce 1 and a Brawn. Blocking 4. Three, 2. Oh, why am I calling off the cuts again? I keep doing that. 8, Pierce 2. Blocking 4, taking 4, up to 6. Oh, blocking 5. I forgot about the bashing shield. Takes 3, up to 5. And then... moving over to Steven's turn. So, draw and draw for processor. So you're going to have to flip Flame War here, I think. You need to keep some defensive capabilities on the board. Yep, flip Flame War. And then... I can't really commentate on things here because I don't know his hand and he's only got 1 target. Oh, are you kidding me? Another bigger they are and another erratic lightning. Are you serious? Send Braun in first. Currently going in for 5 Pierce 4. 5 Pierce 5. 5 Pierce 7. 6 Pierce. 6 Pierce. 6 Pierce 6 after that. So it's 6 Pierce 7 after flips, so point defense system could come in, so that's why that's relevant. Wait, how much is this? So 7 Pierce 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 6 Pierce 10? So 4, 8, 9? Oh, he didn't get the trigger! Takes the Pierce 6 and dead! Oh, wait a minute! And that is a dead Cerebros. Out comes Flintlock. Steven might win this one. Draw for turn. Fight for position. Send into Braun. Hold the line? He was holding that the whole game? Oh, I think that just causes Steven to win the game. 6 Pierce 2. Blocking 3, taking 3. Blocking 4, taking 2. Up to 6. Oh, and then Flame War has the erratic lightning, although he does need to chew through tough 3, so that could still allow him to win the game. Or by him, I mean Naga in that situation. Draw for processor. Involuntary promotion, replacing Flame War with RC. Yeah, that gets around the tough, and Naga will go ahead and concede. Steven takes game 2, and now time for me to be a ref. Alrighty, Steven, will you be siding any characters? Naga, will you be siding into that copy of Ultra Magnus I see behind you? You may begin sideboarding battle cards. For reference, I will do this occasionally when somebody obviously doesn't have a sideboard character and just say they have their favorite character or a character they're known for behind them. So, Naga does not actually have a copy of Ultra Magnus. Well, maybe he does have a copy of Ultra Magnus in his sideboard. He technically is allowed to have it in his sideboard. It's just he'd never bring it in. Like, for example, I actually have a copy of FortMax in my Devi deck sideboard as a joke because of how much Naga has tormented me with him. And for those wondering, yes, I can actually have FortMax in my sideboard if I am lending my copy of FortMax to somebody else, because I actually have 2 FortMaxes. And, we have a pause in the action, actually, because of the fact that Naga needs to do something. I do not know how to deal with this. Naga will just sit here, I guess. Okay, wait, time out. So, are we leaving cameras on? What's going on? Touche. I'm just thinking sideboard things. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, Okay, Techno's not online, and I am currently highest ranking member. I am going to allow it, but there will be heavy scrutiny on this match, and if anything fishy happens, just know... Okay, and also, yeah, and I was gonna leave the stream up and running just so that way there's evidence. We've had issues in the past with the cameras going offline and accusations flying, so that's why I'm trying to figure this out. Alrighty, and I will mute. And Naga, don't worry, in the re-upload of this, I'll just censor out all the screen stuff that might pop up on screen just because I actually value your privacy. Okay, so I'm going to mute on my end. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so we are in essentially a weather delay here, folks. This is unusual. I really don't know what to do here. Okay, I'm jumping back in here. It looks like Naga has moved his laptop out of the way. Hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. Oh, there's FortMax. Alrighty. Yep. Steven, can you hear us? Oh, wait, he's not at his desk. Crap. Hopefully. For those of you wondering, I'm currently talking with Naga right now. You just can't hear me. Oh, Steven's back. Delays. That was a horrible Marvin the Martin. Why did I do that? Why did I try to imitate that? Anyways. I believe you said you were going first. Alrighty. Alrighty, I want a good, clean fight. I better not see any laptops. Anyways, now that I'm done being a absolute, you know what. We're getting pile shuffles. Okay, looks like we are all set to go. Pile shuffles are concluding. Here we go. Alrighty, flipping FortMax into Motormaster. Got the trigger. So he takes 2. And then 9 Pierce 2. Blocking 2, taking 7 currently. White Icon, he needs a second blue. Oh, no, he didn't get it. Yeah, that's a dead Motormaster. Needed 2 blues to survive that. Just couldn't get it. FortMax flips to alt mode. And over to Steven's turn. Flip RC. Here's the grenade launcher. Oh, there's an erratic lightning. That helps. So RC first. For 4, Pierce 4. Takes 1 off FortMax. And takes the Pierce 4. So now Night Racer's going in next, it looks like. Not going to pick up the reprocess on Naga's side. Night Racer going in for 3. 5. Oh, where was that for RC's flip? Blocked. Takes 1. Braun next. For 3 Pierce 1, 3 Pierce 2, 4 Pierce 3, 4 Pierce 3. Takes 1 and Pierce 3. Oh, excuse me. Oof. And then can Flame War get Pierce 8? Probably not. 4 flat. Shoot her for 1 as well. Oh my god, he actually got all the triggers off. And Naga is pointing out how that is the first time this event he's managed to get all the triggers. Untap, and things are not looking good for Steven right now. He is in a much worse spot than he was in games 1 and 2. Medics protect the field, heal 1. Flip FortMax. He was actually considering not doing it for a moment, I think. And then fight for position, and then send FortMax into RC. Gets the trigger, so everybody takes 2. $11 into RC. Yeah, that's very much dead. Yeah, this ain't looking too good if you're Steven. And scouting mission for backup beam. And then flip to alt mode. Why is Naga saying convert? Bruh. I'll have to yell at him about that after the match. So, flip Flame War. And a Bellicosity on Night Racer. Ouch. Again, for those of you who don't know, Belligerence is currently having a replacement tested for it called Bellicosity, which is you only get one Belligerence a turn, basically. So, Night Racer going in. All of her blues are oranges. Oh, maybe not. Hold up. Okay, so Night Racer in first. All blues are oranges. 5 white icon. Not shooting because Bellicosity is active. 5 blocking 2, taking 3 up to 9. And then the remaining attack order is probably... actually, I don't think it matters here. Brawn coming in for 3. 3 Pierce 3. Brawn will take a damage. And then taking Pierce 3, going to 12. Now, can Flame War get Pierce 3? Dropping a Brainstorm for a Processor, it sounds like. Flame War going in for Pierce 1, Pierce 2. Oh my god, he got it! 4 Pierce 3. Flame War will take a damage. And, that is a dead FortMax. Wow! Steven actually got it. Hold up. Out comes Cerebros. Draw for turn on Naga's side of the field. Although he's got a free shot at Brawn here, so... take that as you will. Yep, Naga is also saying out loud, I've got to get rid of Brawn. Backup beam. Is he going to play an action? There is Tough One on the field. Master of Metallicato. And then send Cerebros into Brawn. Base 2, Bold 1, white. So Naga is not going to trigger because there's no cards in his scrap. So Brawn is blocking 5, okay. So currently, Cerebros is attacking for 6, 7, 8, 9, blocking 5, taking 4. That's alive on 1. Oh, he needs a massive swing here. And he's got 3 more cards. There's the cut. So he needs 1 more. Got it. Okay, so 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 blocking 5, taking 7. That's a dead Brawn. And there's an untap. Things immediately go back to looking decent for Naga. Yeah, I don't think Naga is going to get absolutely roasted in top 4 this time. Something, just a hunch. Although, anything is still possible. For all we know, Steven's about to drop Leap into Battle, Laser Cutlass, Brainstorm, Leap into Battle, Bellicosity, Laser Cutlass. And that prediction immediately goes out the window with the Processor. Could still see the Brainstorm, although how many cards does he have in hand? 3? Either 3 or 4, I can't quite tell. Ramming speed, the backup beam, okay. Force some additional decisions next turn when it comes to Cerebros' trigger. Flip Flame War, send Flame War in. 3 Pierce 2. Gets the trigger. And there's the point defense system, so it's not going to be able to negate the attack here. I'm not sure exactly what what Naga has in his scrap pile, so I can't really commentate on that, unfortunately. Naga is saying he has to go for the safe play. I don't know what that implies. I'm guessing it has something to do with an emergency barricade or possibly a medics. Oh, I think he's trying to... Oh, with the reprocess there, he might be trying to go medics and then next turn set up for a safeguard 3 play. Oh, Naga's saying he's missed so many, or hit so many triggers, he's worried he's going to miss the remaining ones. Destroys the processor with a crushing size. Takes the Pierce 2. He might go for that reprocess if he has a medics in hand. Dropping a lion weight for a reprocess. Something tells me he has a medics in hand. And now over to Naga's turn. Draw for turn. I would not be surprised if we saw medics reprocess here instantly. Or a force field. That could work as well. Naga's saying he just loses if Steven gets a specific card, but he wasn't specific about what that card was. Precision Fire calling alt mode. That's decent. So no reprocess. Cerebros into Flame War going in for... Gets the trigger, so 7 Pierce 3. Oh, 7 Pierce 4. I forgot Crushing Size gives Pierce. Armed Hovercraft. So that's an additional bit. So that is 7, blocking 1. Oh, 8 because of the Armed Hovercraft. 8 Pierce 4. 8 into 2. Take 6. That's a dead Flame War. Oh, Naga is saying he screwed something up potentially, and he might get punished here. Don't know what that implies, but we're about to find out, aren't we? Maybe. I don't know. Could be a nothing burger. We don't know. There's a laser cutlass. Uh-oh. Although that point defense system is floating around, so... that could help matters. 4 Pierce 4. 1, 2. Gets the trigger. High Mirage. Oh, no, it's not High Mirage. If he doesn't grab the point defense system here, I don't know what he grabs. Because then he'll only take 2. He's up to 4, and then is able to try and get an energy pack next turn. Oh, going for the Master Sword. Interesting. Takes the Pierce 4 up to 6. Oh, he's just going for the kill at this point. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, if he had nothing better, I understand it. But if he had a point defense system or an energy pack, I really don't understand why you would do that when you have, have the ability to get it next turn off the attack trigger. Reprocess the Crushing Size, heals 2, sends in... currently for 10, base 2, bold 1, white icon, no trigger. Oh, so him grabbing the Master Sword was actually the correct play in hindsight. Blocking 3, 10 blocking 3, takes 7. And that's it! That is it! And Naga takes down Steven's 5-wide nonsense again. Well, I say again in terms of Steven playing 5-wide nonsense, not Naga winning again against Steven. So, Steven's 5-wide nonsense goes down to Naga in 3. Naga advances to the finals, gets past top 4. And, after 3 straight events of just getting smacked in top 4, he is probably feeling pretty good right now. Although, it should be an interesting matchup regardless, because he either has to face Champion who's on Sky Shadow, Brett, who's on... no, Champion's on Galaxy Prime. Brett's on Sky Shadow. Vangelis, who is on Octone shenanigans. Or... Nano, who I don't know what he's playing. So tomorrow night, we will have Brett versus Champion to determine who of that match makes it to the top 4. And possibly later today, we'll have Nano versus Vangelis. I don't know if I'll be able to stream that, though, but regardless, you'll get to see the top 4 batch of whoever wins those 2 matches. So again, tomorrow night at 11:30 Eastern, Brett versus Champion. Possibly tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Champion versus Vangelis, but that one is not guaranteed. Tomorrow night's match is guaranteed, though, and I will leave it at that. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here today. If you did, there's a little purple button you can push down below to show that. If you are watching this on Twitch, or if you're watching the YouTube re-upload of this, there's a little red button you can push down below to show that. Again, tomorrow night, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, Champion versus Brett to figure out the 3rd of the top 4. And actually, technically, it'd be the 4th of the top 4 at that point. And maybe later, at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Nano versus Vangelis, but that one is a little uncertain on my end. If you want to watch it without my commentary, join the TFTCG Discord, Transformers, what's the link? Discord.gg/TransformersTCG to access the Discord. But for now, I'm going to stop rambling. That will do it for this broadcast. Peace out, y'all.